Did you know that one of the most influential figures of the 19th century was an escaped slave who taught himself to read and write? This remarkable individual is none other than Frederick Douglass, a name synonymous with perseverance and change. But Frederick Douglass was no ordinary slave. He was a man of immense intellect and unwavering spirit. He defied the limitations imposed upon him, learning to read and write in secret and dreaming of a life of freedom. Through sheer grit and determination, Douglass escaped the clutches of slavery and embarked on a remarkable journey. He became a powerful orator, a prolific writer, and a leading abolitionist. His words resonated across the nation, igniting the flames of freedom and inspiring countless others to join the fight against slavery. Douglass's journey wasn't just about escaping his personal bondage, it was about dismantling the entire system of oppression. He challenged the very foundations of American society, demanding equality and justice for all. He met with presidents, influenced legislation, and became a symbol of the struggle for human dignity. Frederick Douglass lived a life that transcended the limitations of his time. He was a man who defied the odds, a voice for the voiceless, and a beacon of hope for generations to come. His story is a testament to the power of human resilience and the unyielding pursuit of freedom. Welcome to my channel. Here we are using the power of AI to highlight the accomplishments of some hidden gems in Black history as well as some more notable figures. Here we bring the characters to life and share their accomplishments. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the story. Frederick Douglass was born in 1818 in Maryland, a state marked by the horrors of slavery. His early years were spent under the oppressive shadow of servitude, a harsh reality that would fuel his lifelong fight for freedom. Born Frederick Bailey, he was separated from his mother at a tender age and was raised by his grandmother. Young Frederick was sent to work at the age of 6, a brutal introduction to the world of slavery. Despite the harsh conditions, Frederick was determined to rise above his circumstances. He secretly taught himself to read and write, using scraps of newspapers he found. This was a dangerous endeavor in a time where educating slaves was forbidden. Nevertheless, his thirst for knowledge was insatiable. He read everything he could get his hands on, gaining insights into the world beyond his own. These early self-education efforts were the seeds of his abolitionist ideologies. His path to freedom began in earnest when he was sent to Baltimore to work for a ship carpenter. Here, he learned the trade that would eventually help him escape bondage. He made several attempts to escape, each one fraught with danger and uncertainty. But Frederick's spirit was unbreakable. In 1838, Douglass made a daring escape to the north, a journey that marked the beginning of his life as a free man. His escape from the clutches of slavery was not just a personal victory, but a symbol of hope for all those who yearned for freedom. Once free, Douglass did not simply enjoy his freedom, he worked tirelessly to secure freedom for others. A man of extraordinary intellect and eloquence, Douglass quickly emerged as a leading voice in the abolitionist movement. His powerful speeches and poignant writings offered a stark, first-hand account of the brutality and inhumanity of slavery, stirring the conscience of a nation. Douglass was not content with mere words, though. He acted, too. He established an abolitionist newspaper, the North Star, with Martin A. Delany. Through this platform, he vigorously campaigned against slavery, providing a beacon of hope for those still in chains and a rallying point for abolitionists nationwide. His advocacy wasn't limited to the abolition of slavery. Douglass was also a staunch advocate for women's rights. He attended the historic Seneca Falls Convention in 1848, where he famously argued that he could not accept the right to vote as a black man if women could not also claim that right. In his later life, Douglass served in several government positions, always using his influence to champion the cause of equal rights. In 1863, Douglass met with President Abraham Lincoln to discuss the role of black soldiers in the Civil War. This historic meeting marked a significant turning point in the fight for racial equality and underscored Douglass's growing influence on national politics. His tireless advocacy helped lay the groundwork for the eventual passage of the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments to the Constitution, which abolished slavery, granted equal protection under the law, and protected voting rights, respectively. Following the abolition of slavery, Douglass served as an advisor to Presidents Ulysses S. Grant and Rutherford B. Hayes. He advocated for the rights of Black Americans, including access to education, voting rights, and political participation. Despite facing challenges like the rise of Jim Crow laws, Douglass remained a vocal advocate for justice and equality. He participated in the women's suffrage movement and worked to secure equal opportunities for Black Americans. Douglass continued to write and publish, sharing his experiences and insights through various works, including his acclaimed autobiography, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave. Douglass served as U.S. Marshal for the District of Columbia, and in 1889, Douglass was appointed Minister Resident and Consul General to Haiti by President Benjamin Harrison. This marked a significant milestone, as Douglass became the first Black American to hold a high-ranking diplomatic position. These positions allowed him to use his influence on a global stage. In his later years, Douglass faced health problems, including rheumatism and heart disease. However, he continued to work tirelessly for the causes he believed in. On February 20, 1895, Frederick Douglass passed away in his home at Cedar Hill. He was 77 years old. Douglass's life was a testament to the power of resilience and determination. His journey from the shackles of slavery to the halls of power is a story that continues to inspire, long after his passing. The impact of Douglass's work on American society is profound. His powerful oratory and incisive writing gave voice to the voiceless, challenging the status quo and pushing for change. His tireless efforts were instrumental in the abolition of slavery, a monumental shift in the course of American history. Even after the Emancipation Proclamation, Douglass continued to work for the rights of African Americans, ensuring that the promise of freedom was not just words on paper, but a reality lived. Douglass was a staunch advocate for women's rights, believing that the struggle for equality was a shared fight. His support for the women's suffrage movement was unwavering, his voice a beacon for those striving for change. The echoes of Douglass's work continue to reverberate through the generations. His writings remain a powerful testament to the human spirit, his life a beacon for those fighting for their rights. His legacy is one of courage and conviction, a reminder that change is possible when we stand up and speak out. If you've been captivated by the story, and you want to dive deeper into the lives of such extraordinary individuals, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell. This will keep you updated with our latest content. Your support means the world to us. Thank you, and stay with us as we continue to unravel the extraordinary tapestry of human achievement, one story at a time.